Have you ever looked at the array of pill bottles lined up on your counter or bedside table? Perhaps one for blood pressure, another for cholesterol, maybe something for digestion or sleep, and a few vitamins and supplements. It's a common sight for many of us navigating the senior years. Each little pill represents an effort towards better health, a doctor's recommendation, a hope for managing a condition or preventing future ones. We trust our doctors, we trust the science, and we take our medications diligently, often seeing them as essential allies in our quest to stay healthy, independent, and vibrant. And they are often essential. Modern medicine has brought incredible advancements that have extended and improved countless lives, including our own. But sometimes, alongside the intended benefits, a quiet, subtle shift begins to occur. Maybe you started feeling a little more tired than usual, or noticed some mild dizziness when you stand up quickly. Perhaps your digestion isn't quite right, or you've been experiencing headaches, changes in mood, or difficulty sleeping that didn't seem to be there before. It's easy, isn't it, to attribute these new feelings, these subtle discomforts, to the natural process of aging, or to the very conditions the medications are meant to treat. We think, well, I'm getting older, this is just how it is. Or, it's better than dealing with the original problem, so I'll just live with this. We accept these changes as inevitable, a trade-off for managing more serious health issues. But what if some of those subtle changes, those feelings you've just accepted as part of getting older or part of your condition, weren't entirely unavoidable? What if there was a possibility that some of the very things designed to help us were, in subtle or even hidden ways, contributing to how we feel? It's a delicate topic, one we approach with immense respect for the vital role medications play, but also with a commitment to understanding our bodies and health as fully as possible. Medications, especially as we get older and often take more than one, can interact in complex ways, and our bodies process them differently than they used to. What was fine in our 50s might have a different effect in our 70s or 80s. The signals from our bodies about these effects can be quiet, easily missed, or misinterpreted. For many seniors, the belief is that if a symptom is related to medication, it would be an obvious, severe side effect listed clearly on the bottle or discussed at length by the doctor. We might not realize that subtle changes, like feeling a little wobbly, experiencing mild confusion occasionally, having dry mouth, or noticing changes in appetite, could also be connected. These are the potential hidden dangers, not always dramatic emergencies, but insidious quality-of-life impacts that can quietly erode our energy, independence, and overall well-being over time. They are hidden because we, and sometimes even busy healthcare providers, might not immediately connect them to the complex puzzle of multiple medications interacting within an aging body. But here is where empowerment begins, challenging the belief that these subtle discomforts are just an unchangeable part of getting older, or an unavoidable cost of treatment. With awareness, curiosity, and open communication with our trusted healthcare providers, we can often identify potential connections between our medications and how we feel. It's not about becoming fearful of necessary medicines. It's about becoming an informed, active participant in our own healthcare journey. It's about understanding that managing medication is a dynamic process, not a one-time prescription, especially as we age. Let's gently uncover why understanding your medications is a quiet act of self-advocacy and vitality in your senior years. Think of your body as a complex, finely tuned machine that has changed over decades. Introducing multiple substances, even beneficial ones, changes the internal chemistry. As we age, our kidneys and liver, which process and eliminate medications, may not work as efficiently. This means drugs can stay in our system longer or build up, increasing the risk of effects. We might also be more sensitive to lower doses than we once were. When you add multiple prescriptions from different doctors, plus over-the-counter drugs, vitamins, and supplements, the potential for interactions increases significantly. Sometimes, one medication is prescribed to counteract a side effect of another, creating a cycle that adds to the medication burden without fully addressing the root issue. This complexity is not always immediately apparent and requires careful attention. For many, the sheer number of pills can feel overwhelming. Keeping track of what each one is for, when to take it, and what potential effects to watch for requires vigilance. We might feel hesitant to question a doctor or assume that if a new symptom appears, it's a new health problem, not potentially linked to our existing treatment plan. This hesitancy or lack of awareness is where those hidden dangers can lurk, quietly impacting our daily lives, maybe making us more prone to falls due to dizziness, affecting our memory and focus, disrupting our sleep, or dampening our appetite and energy. These aren't minor inconveniences when they begin to impact our ability to live fully and independently. This isn't about fostering distrust in medicine or healthcare professionals who are vital allies. It's about recognizing that you are the expert on your own body and how you feel day to day. Your observations are invaluable pieces of the puzzle. By understanding the potential for subtle impacts, you can become a more effective partner with your doctor, providing the specific information needed to optimize your treatment plan, potentially simplifying your medications, adjusting dosages, or exploring alternatives. It's a proactive approach to maintaining your quality of life, ensuring that the tools meant to help you are doing so without unintentionally creating new hurdles. What I'm about to share next might feel a little uncomfortable to think about, but it could empower you with a clarity and sense of agency that changes how you approach your health conversations forever. It's about moving from passively taking prescriptions to actively understanding their role and impacts, and advocating for the simplest, most effective plan for your unique aging and body. It's not about stopping medicine, but about optimizing it for your best possible vibrant life now. Understanding the potential hidden impacts of medications is not about finding fault. It's about finding freedom from subtle discomforts that might be holding you back, and freedom to feel as energetic, clear-headed, and independent as possible. It's about peeling back the layers and asking gentle, informed questions. By shining a light on these possibilities, we open the door to feeling better, moving more confidently, and thinking sharper, ensuring that our medications are truly serving our goal of a vibrant, fulfilling senior life. This is just the beginning of becoming a gentle advocate for yourself in this vital area of your health. We've begun to gently explore the sensitive topic of how the medications intended to help us in our senior years might, in subtle or hidden ways, be contributing to some of the discomforts we experience. Discomforts we might have previously attributed solely to aging. We acknowledged that while medicine is a vital ally, understanding its full impact on our changing bodies is a crucial part of our self-care journey after 60. But recognizing that possibility is one thing. Knowing what to look for, understanding why it happens, and preparing to navigate this complex area is another. For many of us, the idea of questioning or even just fully understanding the medications prescribed by trusted doctors can feel daunting, like entering unfamiliar territory. Perhaps you've felt a vague sense that something isn't quite right, but couldn't pinpoint it. You mentioned feeling more tired, maybe that mild dizziness when you stand up, or moments where your memory feels a little cloudier than usual. It's easy to dismiss these as isolated incidents or unavoidable consequences of getting older or managing existing health conditions. And often they are minor and manageable. But sometimes, when several subtle shifts occur together, or when a new symptom appears shortly after starting a new medication or adjusting a dose, it's worth pausing and connecting the dots with gentle curiosity. The hidden dangers aren't always dramatic allergic reactions or severe stomach upset. They can be much quieter. Things like changes in sleep patterns, insomnia or excessive drowsiness, changes in appetite or weight, increased sensitivity to sun, dry mouth or eyes, constipation or diarrhea, restless legs, or even subtle shifts in personality or mood, like increased irritability or feeling low. These are the body's quiet signals, whispers that are easy to miss or misinterpret, especially when we're not specifically looking for them in the context of our medications. Understanding why medications can have different or more pronounced effects as we age is key to approaching this topic without fear, but with informed awareness. Our bodies change internally in ways that affect how drugs are absorbed, distributed, metabolized, broken down, and excreted, eliminated. As we get older, we often have a higher percentage of body fat and a lower percentage of body water, which can affect how drugs are distributed. Blood flow to organs like the liver and kidneys, which are crucial for processing and eliminating drugs, may decrease. The liver's ability to metabolize certain drugs can slow down. Kidney function might decline, meaning drugs are cleared from the body less efficiently and can build up over time, potentially to toxic levels if dosages aren't adjusted. These physiological changes mean that standard doses that were appropriate in younger years might be too high for an older body, increasing the risk of both intended and unintended effects. Furthermore, taking multiple medications simultaneously, a practice known as polypharmacy, which is very common in seniors, exponentially increases the risk of drug-drug interactions. One medication can affect how another is absorbed, metabolized, or eliminated, leading to higher or lower levels of drugs in the body than intended. Interactions aren't limited to prescription drugs. They can occur between prescription drugs and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, supplements, and even certain foods or beverages, like grapefruit juice or vitamin K-rich foods, depending on the medication. This complex interplay is often not fully understood, even by general practitioners, and requires careful review. It's important to approach this reality not with alarm, but with a sense of empowered preparation. This isn't about suggesting you should stop taking your necessary medications. Absolutely not. That should only be done in consultation with your doctor. Getting ready in this context means equipping yourself with knowledge and developing the confidence to have open, clear conversations with your healthcare team. It's about shifting from being a passive recipient of prescriptions to becoming an active, informed partner in managing your health plan. Now let's look at what it really means to prepare ourselves, not by causing worry, but by building gentle awareness. Preparing yourself starts with gathering information, simply and calmly. Do you have a current list of all the medications, over-the-counter drugs, vitamins, and supplements you take? Knowing the names, dosages, and why you are taking each one is the foundational step. Keep this list in one place, easily accessible, perhaps in your wallet or on your refrigerator. This simple act gives you a clear picture of what's entering your body and is an invaluable tool for any conversation with a healthcare provider, especially specialists who might not be aware of everything prescribed by your primary doctor. Beyond just listing, gentle awareness involves noticing. Pay attention, without anxiety, to how you feel day to day. Are there new symptoms that have appeared since a medication was started or changed? Do you notice a pattern, for instance, feeling more tired shortly after taking a particular pill? Keep a simple, non-stressful journal or just make mental notes. These personal observations are critical data points that only you can provide, and they can be key to uncovering a hidden connection that might otherwise be missed during a brief doctor's appointment. Most people never hear this part, but it could change how you move forward forever. The real power in preparing isn't just having a list or noticing symptoms. It's in understanding that your voice and your experience are central to your healthcare. You are not a medical case study. You are a unique individual with a unique body history and current experience. Your perspective on how you feel is not secondary to lab results or diagnoses. It is primary. Preparing means building the inner confidence to articulate what you observe and to ask questions, even if they seem small or obvious. It's about recognizing that a good healthcare provider wants to hear this information as it helps them tailor your care. This gentle preparation is about empowering yourself with knowledge and confidence, not about self-diagnosing or feeling overwhelmed. It's about shifting the dynamic from "the doctor tells me what to take" to "my doctor, and I work together to ensure my medications are supporting my best possible quality of life." It's a subtle but powerful shift in mindset, rooted in respect for both medical expertise and your own lived experience. By gathering your information and attuning gently to your body's signals, you are laying the groundwork for truly productive conversations that can lead to safer, simpler, and more effective medication plans, helping to unveil those hidden impacts and allowing your natural vibrancy to shine through more clearly. We've gently opened the conversation about the potential hidden impacts of medications in our senior years, acknowledged the real reasons why recognizing these can be challenging, and begun to prepare ourselves by emphasizing the power of observation and keeping track of what we take. We understand that approaching this topic isn't about fear, but about building awareness to become an active partner in our health. Now, how do we translate that preparation, that list of medications, those gentle observations of how we feel, into meaningful action? It's not about demanding changes or confronting your doctor. It's about open, honest, and collaborative communication. It's about bringing your unique experience into the clinical conversation to find the best path forward for your body right now. Acting with heart in this delicate area means approaching your healthcare team as allies, not adversaries. They are there to help you, and providing them with complete information and your personal observations is one of the most powerful ways you can assist them in helping you effectively. It's about finding the courage to speak up even when you feel rushed, or when a symptom seems too minor to mention, or when you worry you might sound like you're complaining. Your feelings are valid data. Here's where things become real, because this is what it looks like to live the change, not just think about it. Let me tell you about a gentleman named Arthur. Arthur was in his late 70s and had been managing high blood pressure and a few other common conditions for years. He took several medications daily. Over the past year, he'd been feeling increasingly tired, sometimes a little shaky, and had lost some of his enthusiasm for his daily walk. He'd just assumed it was age creeping up on him, maybe the conditions themselves worsening. But after listening to something similar to what we discussed in Part 1 and 2, perhaps in a community health talk or reading a trusted article, he started wondering if his medications could be playing a role. He didn't stop taking anything. Absolutely not. Instead, he made a list of all his pills, noting dosages and when he took them. Then, over a week, he simply made a few notes in a small notebook about how he felt each day, specifically noting the fatigue and shakiness, and when they seemed most pronounced. At his next doctor's appointment, instead of just saying, "I'm tired," Arthur pulled out his list and his brief notes. He said something like, "Doctor, I wanted to share something I've been noticing. I've been more tired lately, and sometimes feel a bit shaky. I wondered, could any of the medications I'm taking be contributing to this? Here's my list, and I've noted down when I seem to feel it most." He presented it not as a complaint, but as information to help the doctor. The doctor reviewed his list, listened carefully to his observations, and together they looked at the potential side effects and interactions of his specific combination of drugs. It turned out that one of his medications, at the current dose, was known to potentially cause fatigue and mild tremors in some older adults, and the interaction with another medication might be magnifying the effect. What happened next? Well, that's the part no one warned him about, but it changed everything. The doctor didn't dismiss his concerns. Instead, they worked together. The doctor suggested a small adjustment to the timing of one pill and a very gradual reduction in the dosage of another, monitored closely. They didn't eliminate necessary treatment, but optimized it. Within a few weeks, Arthur noticed a significant difference. He wasn't completely without fatigue, but the severe tiredness and shakiness lessened considerably. He started enjoying his walks again, felt more present when talking with his grandchildren, and generally felt more like his old self. The hidden danger wasn't a scary, unfixable problem. It was a piece of the puzzle that, once identified through open communication, could be adjusted. This experience fundamentally changed Arthur's approach to his health. He realized he had an active role to play, that his observations were valuable, and that talking openly with his doctor was key to truly optimizing his well-being. It wasn't just about passively taking pills, it was about actively collaborating for his best health. This story illustrates the power of communication and self-advocacy. It's about going to appointments prepared, with your list of medications and your notes on how you're feeling. It's about asking direct questions like, could this new symptom, e.g., dizziness, fatigue, fogginess, possibly be related to one of my medications? Or how they interact? Or are there any alternative medications or dosages that might have fewer of these potential effects? Or is it still necessary for me to be on this medication? Or could we consider simplifying my regimen if appropriate? Remember, you have the right to understand your treatment plan. A good healthcare provider will welcome these questions and this information. It helps them provide better care that is tailored to you as an individual, not just a diagnosis. Engaging with your medications in this way isn't about becoming a medical expert yourself, but about becoming the expert on you and how you experience your treatment. It's about building a partnership with your doctor based on mutual respect and shared information. This proactive approach is particularly important if you see multiple specialists who may not be fully aware of everything other doctors are prescribing. Bringing your comprehensive list and observations helps ensure everyone on your healthcare team has the full picture. It can help prevent prescribing cascades where one drug is given to treat the side effect of another. Acting with heart here means listening to your body's quiet signals, trusting your intuition that something might be connected, and finding the gentle courage to voice those observations to your doctor. It's about recognizing that optimizing your medication plan is a continuous process, one that may need adjustments as your body changes or as your other health conditions evolve. It's an act of self-respect, ensuring that the tools designed to support your health are doing so in the most beneficial way possible, minimizing any unintended hidden impacts, so you can live your senior years with greater comfort, energy, and vibrant independence. We've journeyed together through understanding the subtle potential impacts of medications as we age, acknowledging the unique complexities of how our bodies handle drugs now, and exploring practical, heartfelt ways to become active partners with our doctors through informed communication, inspired by stories like Arthur's. We've seen how shining a light on potential hidden dangers isn't about fear, but about empowerment and finding solutions. Now let's take a moment to elevate our perspective, moving beyond the specifics of pills and dosages to consider the profound impact this understanding and proactive approach has on the very fabric of our lives in this season. This isn't just about managing medication. It's about managing your potential for vibrancy, connection, and independence. It's about reframing this aspect of health as a vital component of your ongoing journey of becoming. For decades, our focus might have been outward, building, striving, providing. Our health practices might have been centered around doing specific exercises, eating certain foods, or taking medicine as prescribed without much question. But as we embrace the senior years, the journey often turns inward. It becomes less about proving something to the world and more about nurturing the self, honoring the wisdom gained, and cherishing the quality of each day. In this light, actively understanding and optimizing your medications, ensuring they support you fully without unintentionally holding you back, becomes a powerful act of self-respect, an investment in your capacity to fully inhabit and enjoy this rich chapter. When we successfully identify a hidden impact of a medication and, in partnership with our doctor, make an adjustment that alleviates a subtle discomfort like fatigue, dizziness, or mental fogginess, the impact ripples outwards into every corner of our lives. Suddenly, the energy you thought was gone forever might begin to return, allowing you to pursue hobbies you'd set aside or spend more quality time with loved ones without feeling exhausted. The dizziness that made you nervous about going out might lessen, restoring your confidence to navigate your community and maintain your independence. The mental clarity you thought was diminishing might sharpen, allowing you to engage more fully in conversations, enjoy reading complex books, or manage your affairs with greater ease. Now, we're not just managing medication. We're transforming the way we see ourselves and our capabilities in this season of life. This isn't about claiming that medication is the sole cause of every challenge in aging. Far from it. Our bodies naturally change, and some conditions require lifelong management. But it is about recognizing that within the complex picture of senior health, optimizing medication is a significant, often overlooked, lever for improving quality of life. When you gain energy and clarity, you are more present. you can connect more deeply with family and friends, truly listening and contributing to conversations. You can engage more fully with the world, noticing the beauty, learning new things, and participating in activities that bring you joy. Your ability to drive safely, manage your finances, cook your own meals, and move comfortably around your home are you all supported by feeling physically and mentally well. An optimized medication plays a crucial role in enabling that. Think about the history held within your body. Every scar, every laugh line, every ache tells a story of a life fully lived. And now, in this season, your body continues its journey. Caring for it by ensuring your medications are optimized is an act of profound gratitude for that history and a hopeful investment in the future. It's about recognizing that you are still capable, still valuable, and still evolving. The wisdom you carry is precious, and maintaining your energy and clarity ensures you can continue to share it, shaping the world around you with your unique perspective. You've come this far in understanding the quiet power of hydration and the potential hidden impacts of medications. But what's just ahead might stir something even more powerful within you. It's the realization that taking proactive steps in these areas of self-care isn't just about solving problems. It's about reclaiming parts of yourself you might have quietly given up on, believing they were lost to age. It's about affirming your right to feel as good as possible, to be as independent as possible, and to continue living a life rich in meaning and connection. It's about seeing yourself not as someone declining, but as someone skillfully navigating the present with wisdom and grace, actively choosing vibrancy. This reframing transforms healthcare from something that is done to you, prescriptions given, to something that is done with you, a collaboration where your voice is essential. It cultivates a sense of agency and control over your well-being that can be incredibly empowering in a time of life when it sometimes feels like control is diminishing. It acknowledges that while we must navigate physical changes, we can actively work to minimize unintended barriers to living fully. It's about embracing the truth that maintaining your physical and cognitive vitality through conscious choices, like medication optimization, is a powerful way to honor the person you are and continue to become. It allows you to move through this season with greater confidence, knowing you are actively advocating for your best possible self, clearing potential hurdles so your inner light can shine brightly. Hidden Dangers of Common Senior Medications, Part 5. We've journeyed together through understanding that the medications we take, while often essential, can sometimes have subtle, hidden impacts as our bodies change with age. We've acknowledged the common hurdles in recognizing these effects and empowering ourselves to prepare through gentle observation and organization. We've explored, through the lens of real-life examples, how open and informed communication with our trusted doctors transforms managing medications from a passive task into an active, collaborative process. And we've elevated this understanding to see how optimizing our medication plan is deeply connected to our overall vibrancy, our mental clarity, our independence, and our ongoing journey of self-respect and becoming in this rich chapter of life. As we draw our time together to a close today, after shining a light on these important truths, I want to leave you with a message of profound affirmation, unwavering encouragement, and a gentle invitation to continue stepping forward with quiet confidence. Understanding the potential hidden impacts of medications and taking steps to discuss them with your doctor is not about becoming a medical expert or constantly worrying about every pill. It is fundamentally about becoming an empowered advocate for your own well-being. It's about recognizing that you are the authority on how your body feels, and that your unique experiences and observations are invaluable contributions to your healthcare team's understanding of what is truly working best for you. This journey towards optimal health in your senior years is rarely a straight line, and it is certainly not about achieving an impossible state of perfection. There will be times when adjustments are needed, times when you might still feel uncertain, and days when, despite best efforts, symptoms persist. This is the reality of navigating complex health in complex, aging bodies. The measure of success isn't eliminating every single challenge. It's in the gentle persistence, the willingness to keep communicating, to keep observing, and to keep collaborating with your doctor. You, right now, possess the wisdom and the capacity to engage with your health in this more active, informed way. You have successfully navigated countless complexities throughout your life, and understanding your medications, asking questions, and sharing your observations is another complexity you absolutely have the ability to approach with grace and intelligence. Every list you update, every note you make, every question you gently ask your doctor is an act of powerful self-advocacy, a quiet declaration that your comfort, your clarity, and your independence matter deeply. These are not small acts. They are foundational to living a vibrant, fulfilling senior life on your own terms. So here we are, at a threshold, not an ending. You are standing at a threshold of greater awareness and greater agency in your own health journey. Armed with this understanding that subtle discomforts might be connected to medication, that your body processes drugs differently now, and that open communication with your doctor is key, you can move forward with more confidence and less fear. It's about approaching your health with a spirit of gentle inquiry and collaboration, not passive acceptance or anxiety. It's about optimizing the tools of modern medicine to truly serve your goals of living vibrantly. Be patient and kind to yourself throughout this process. It takes time to build the habit of observation and to feel fully comfortable initiating these conversations. Don't be discouraged if the first conversation doesn't solve everything, or if adjustments take time to yield results. Your doctors are partners in this, and finding the right balance often requires ongoing dialogue. Celebrate the small steps, celebrating making your medication list, celebrating remembering to note a symptom, celebrating simply bringing up a concern with your doctor, no matter how small it felt. These are all significant acts of self-care and self-advocacy. Your presence in this world, your wisdom, and your capacity for joy are precious. Ensuring your body and mind are supported as effectively as possible, including through optimized medication, allows you to continue contributing your unique light. You deserve to feel as energetic, as clear-headed, and as comfortable as possible. You are worth the gentle effort of understanding your medications and advocating for your needs. This is not a burden. It is an investment in the quality of your days and the richness of your connections. I truly hope this deep dive into understanding medications has offered you clarity, comfort, and empowerment. It's a complex but vital topic, and approaching it with awareness and kindness towards ourselves is key. If this conversation resonated with you, if it sparked understanding or gave you courage, please consider giving this video a like. It helps us reach more people in our vibrant community who could benefit from this information and support. And I would be so honored if you would share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you noticed subtle effects from medication? What has helped you have effective conversations with your doctor? Sharing your journey can provide invaluable insight and support to others navigating similar paths. Your voice matters immensely here. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Vibrant Senior channel and tapping the notification bell. By joining our community, you become part of a supportive network dedicated to living the senior years with vitality, joy, independence, and empowered well-being. Don't miss out on future conversations designed to uplift and inform you. Please remember this truth deep within you. Whatever health complexities you are navigating, whatever medications are part of your life's landscape, you are still beautifully becoming, still capable of growth, clarity, and joy. And that, my dear friend, the ongoing journey of your vibrant becoming, is the most precious gift of all. Thank you for spending this important time with me. Until next time, take gentle, informed, and courageous care of yourself.